Welcome, race fans. We are back tonight with the Lucky Dog Sim Racing League here with the trucks at Charlotte as there's a continued season here. Tune in tomorrow night, folks, for the Lucky Dog Xfinity Series. That'll be Super Speedway Racing. I believe they're back to Talladega next week. I can announce here tonight we got a special guest in the booth with me, Chris Hogue, helping me out. Chris, welcome and thank you for helping tonight, brother.
Thanks, Rudy. Glad to be here. I'm looking for a real exciting race here tonight at Charlotte. These guys always put on a heck of a race for us. So this is going to be a great event tonight.
Oh, you bet, man. I'm telling you. We've all cut our teeth on this track, so we know what to expect. So, all right, looking at the race analytics coming into tonight, 65-degree air temperature, 104-degree track temperature. That's probably why it's a little slick out there. 100 laps are doing tonight. That's 150 miles. Tire window about 40 to 50 laps. Same for fuel. Usually when they stop for one, they usually take one or the other. So, and pit road speed, 50 miles an hour. All right, looking at the points coming into tonight. The front, I believe it's the front six have not changed. So, Michael Pegg leading now by 20 points over Paul Witt. Gary Slapinski in third, he's 38 points back. Gary Whitmer fourth, 60 points back. Shane Gross in fifth, he's 103 back. John Schoeneman in sixth, 119 behind. Tony Gray in seventh, 154 back. Dirty Don Davis back in eighth place, he's 162 behind. Joel Guy in ninth, 168 back. David Casey in 10th, he's 181 back. Frank G will be running out the 11th place here, 181 back. Sandy Curtis in 12th, 198 points behind. Ben Gear in 13th, 203 behind. John Henderson in 14th, 212 back. John Held in 15th, 214 back. Chris Hogue, which is in the booth with me tonight helping, but he is 16th, 222 behind. Brian Rainville in 17th, 224 back. Buddy Waters, which I seen Buddy's in here tonight. That's great. He is in 18th, 226 back. Dave Bush in 19th, 232 behind. And Damon Cox rounds out the top 20, 237 points behind the leader, Michael Pegg. It is going to be an interesting one. I can assure you that, Chris. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely, it will be, Rudy. It's these guys. You know, you mentioned the track temperature tonight. I mean, it's going to be slick out there. These guys are going to have to mind their P's and Q's. Otherwise, you know, we're going to see a lot of guys. Hopefully, not, you know, get loose and.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Well, we'll be watching for that because I know it's going to be tricky. Usually turn 4 and sometimes turn 2. We do see some guys getting loose coming out of the corners. You were talking about there on the low side in the corners. It seems like it's a little bit squirrely down there.
Yeah, it is. You have to be very careful down there. If you get too low down there, right close to that white line, you can lose it very quickly. The other thing you have to be mindful of is when these guys are exiting their pits, getting onto the track. There's a little bump right there at the cone. If they hit that wrong, that'll send them for a spin too.
Right, yep. Well, it's going to be a big field here tonight. Looks like we got about 23 guys in there.
Yeah, that's what I love about this league. These guys always have a great turnout here. Always great racing here with them.
All right, we're back, folks, and looking at some of the way these guys are racing out here right now. Man, I'll tell you, I just don't know if I'd even want to be on this track tonight. It was supposed to be a night race, go into night, I guess, but for some reason, Brian said it's done this to him before too, where he set it up and it was supposed to transition into night, and for some reason it didn't. So he said this has happened to him maybe once or twice before. So, but they're gonna go ahead and race it. Could be a little slick out there.
Yeah, Rudy, it's definitely going to be slick out there. I mean, transitioning tonight, you know, the actual temperature is 65, but with the track temperature being right now 140 degrees, you know, and not transitioning into night and letting those temperatures drop, it's going to stay slick, I think.
Yep. Well, folks, we're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying, so stay with us.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, we're back, folks. Qualifying is just getting started. Yeah, thanks tonight for Fiber Optic Construction for being official sponsor here of the Truck Series, which I see Michael's running the fiber optics paint job here tonight. Michael Pegg. There we go. Travis Turnmeyer, top of the board right now. We still got some pretty fast guys out here, though. Everett Lane, Michael Pegg. She just turned in a second place there. Gary Slapinski. We got some fast guys that turn in times yet.
Yeah, they're probably all waiting until that last minute to go out there and do the qualifying run.
Yep, Gary just turned it into pole right there. That's going to be pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, it is.
Not saying it can't be beat. I'm just saying it's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, that is going to be tough to beat.
Gary's really trying to, coming down close to the end of the season. I think there's 4 races left after tonight. 3 or 4. I don't know. I can't remember. So, time's running out here. He's got to start closing that gap up. He's 38 points behind Michael Pegg, so he's got to get busy, Chris.
Yeah, he sure does, and you can never count Michael Pegg out there because he's always a threat.
Yeah, he was leading all 3 series last week. I'm not sure about this week. I think he is too. Still leading all 3 series this week.
Yeah, I just checked that here a little while ago, Rudy, and you're right. He's still leading all 3 series, Michael Pegg is.
Amazing. Tomorrow night's going to be an interesting night, though, because we got a lot of guys that are, really trying to dig their way and claw their way to the front, the top of the board. So we'll see. See how that goes.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting tomorrow night.
Well, it looks like Sean Roy's going to be one of the last ones to turn the time in. And I don't know if the West Wing's out there or not, if they're listening or watching or whatever. They'll be rooting for Sean Roy, no doubt.
Well, Rudy, it looks like Ray Zerkat has manually disconnected for some reason already.
Oh, no. Well, I hope he comes back.
Yeah, so do I. Another good racer there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been a threat, to these guys.
Oh, yes, he has.
And there he is. Look at that. Top of the leaderboard, Sean Roy. Holy smokes.
Oh, wow. I would not believe
they're tied. It looks like they're tied, but they gave it to Sean Roy. Oh, my gosh.
Well, looks like by 1/1000th of a second, Rudy.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but nice run there by Sean Roy.
Yep. All right, let's look at the grid here. Sean Roy taking the pole with a 30.453. Congratulations to Sean for grabbing the pole. Gary Slapinski starting second. In row number 2, Travis Turnmeyer third, Michael Pegg fourth. In row number 3, Todd Willis fifth, John Schooneman sixth. Row 4, Buddy Waters seventh, Gary Ragland eighth. Row 5, George Rincon in ninth, Ben Gear 10th. Row 6, Paul Witt 11th, Damon Cox 12th. Row 7, Everett Lane 13th, Kenneth Mikesell 14th. Row 8, Ray Zercut, if he comes back, will be starting in 15th. Sandy Curtis 16th. Row 9, Dirty Don Davis starting 17th, Shane Gross 18th. In row 10, Larry Boyle 19th. Paul Pellissier will start 20th. In row 11, Gary Whitmer Sr. 21st. And Brian, he's admining. Joel Guy starting 23rd in row 12. Timothy Woodson 24th. And Chris Hogue is in the booth. And that was a heck of a lap Sean Roy put down. Man.
Yes, it was, Rudy.
All right, here we go. All right, 1 green, white checkered here tonight and 2 resets. Resets are there just in case they get caught up in something that makes their vehicle just can't drive it. So gotta have something to fall back on. They're gonna have 2 of those. They'll go to pit road, get a brand new car.
And I believe that they're going with 4 sets of tires tonight, Rudy.
Okay. Plus the one they got on it?
No, it's a total of 4. 1 on the car,
Oh,
then they'll have 3 more.
Okay. Very good. All right, here we go. Pace car heads to pit road for the first time tonight. That might be a long time before we see that car back out on.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is in the air. We're underway here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. All right, Gary Slapinski outside. He was actually in a very good place to take that away from Sean Roy right there and being pushed by Michael Pegg. So those two making the pass here. And they're going to go 1-2 at the line, I do believe. I don't think Sean Roy can get back to him. Yes, sir. So Gary Slapinski leads the first lap of the race. Why is there a big gap back to Paul Witt? Man, what happened there?
I don't know if Paul just didn't get a good start on it, but yeah, he is way back there.
Well, he started 11th and he's up to 7th. So obviously somebody, I don't know who, but somebody actually went back through the field here. Buddy Waters is back there. I think Sandy Curtis is already up to 9th after starting 16th. Michael Pegg coming up on the back. Might be trying to get a lap lead out of this. I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
He's trying, Rudy. He's going for it.
Riding along with him here to see if he's got the stuff. I don't know. You know, getting by Gary Slapinski can be very difficult.
Yeah, once Gary gets in a groove there, he is tough to get by.
Yep.
And Gary didn't lead that first lap.
Schoeneman in fifth. He's picked up one spot. Sean Roy, our pole sitter, has gone all the way back to sixth now, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know if he's having issues or if he got a little loose or maybe he's just decided to hold back for a bit.
Yeah, he's going back another one too. Paul Witt passes him. They finally closed that gap back up a little bit here, but now it's the front four have pulled away. Let's go back in the back here. Check on Gary Whitmer Sr. Well, hey, Brendan, we haven't seen Becky yet, but we'll keep our eyes open for Becky. He's usually in here watching. He started 21st. He's up to 18th. Joel Guy, 19th. All right, Schoeneman, boy, close right there coming off of turn 4. Almost caught the wall. Boy, and that he had to lift, and that let Paul Witt close right up on the back of him.
Yeah, that was close.
Yep. There he goes. And Paul Witt going to beat John Schoeneman to the line. And does clear him. And he goes into fifth. Buddy Waters in 7th. Sandy Curtis 8th now after starting 16th. And he brought Ben Gear along with him. Ben had kind of drifted back. Yeah, he drifted back a little bit after the start. And now Ben Gear hooked onto the back of Sandy Curtis there. And he might be heading to the front. They did pass up Sean Roy. Sean, our pole sitter, goes back to 10th now.
Yeah, Ben and Sandy are teammates, so I'm sure they're trying to stay hooked up together there to keep things going.
Gary Ragland in 11th, Damon Cox 12th, and Shane Gross. We haven't talked about Shane yet tonight. He did start 18th, running in 13th right now, but he's usually a late race enthusiast, I guess. A fan of doing late race moves. So we'll see maybe later on in the race. We'll see if Shane can bring that car to life. Truck.
Yeah, it's like we were talking about earlier. He might be just biding his time, just running around the back to see what's going to happen, and then start making his move as the race progresses.
Dirty Don Davis into 14th. he could really use a great finish here tonight.
Oh, he sure could. Really, I'll tell you what I'm impressed with so far with 14 laps into this thing. You know, as hot as the track is, that, you know, nobody's got loose or spun or anything. I've been really impressed with these guys so far.
Well, you know, the way I always look at it, Chris, is, you know, there's a practice before the race, and that's where the guys can go out and try different things to see what's going to work the best for them, you know?
Right.
Knowing, you know, how slick the track was coming into tonight, they have to kind of work at that and find a way to get around there without slipping and sliding. Practice is made for that. Practice is made to, you're going to slip and slide, that's where you want to do it. But these boys here, when it comes race time, the hats are off and they are strong at it, man. They are not going to let anybody take this away from them having a good race here tonight. They want this. They got to have it. They strive for clean races.
Right, exactly. And that's what it's all about, clean racing.
Yep.
And I'm sure one of the things they worked on in practice was on their wheel and brake settings.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the front three have pulled away now, and Paul Witt did go into fourth place, but he is 2 seconds behind Travis Turnmeyer now. Hey, what? Gary's looking awful strong out there. Man.
Yeah, he's got a fast car tonight, Rudy.
Yes, he does. I'll tell you another guy that is fast tonight, and it's no big surprise either. We watch him week in and week out. Damon Cox. He is really, really got the hammer down right here tonight.
Yes, he does. It's like we were talking about earlier, like he's got a fire lit under him tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. Shane Gross did get around Dirty Don Davis, so he goes into 11th. Slowly inching his way to the front here. Taking a look at the inside of Sandy Curtis now. And he did get him at the line, but he has not completed the pass yet. He's kind of using Don for a little bit of drafting help there.
Yeah, that's what it sure looks like, Rudy. But right now, Sane's on that outside line, so that he might just overtake him right here, and that's
Right.
He's trying. Just couldn't make it.
All right, so Shane Gross into the top 10. Turnmeyer losing the draft there from Michael Pegg now. So it looks like it may wind up to be a 2-truck pull away here eventually.
Yeah, that's the way it's looking at the moment.
Yeah, now I don't think the guys can go 50 laps. If they do, it's because they saved. And right now I don't believe anybody's saving.
Yeah, it's not looking like that way, Rudy. It's look,
Nope.
They're just going for broke.
Yep. So it may come down to, we might see these guys try to do it in 2-stop, which, they might see them come in on lap 33, 34, and then maybe again in 66 and 67. That's probably the way I would do it, but
Yeah, and then depending on how the truck's handling, some of the guys may decide to split it into 2 pit stops or 3.
Yeah.
It's just all about how hard you driving it. How hard are you making it on your tires?
Excuse me. Todd Willis kind of losing ground to Paul Witt now. So he's falling back here with Buddy Waters and Ben Gear. And Ben Gear's taking a look to the inside of Buddy Waters. May get it. And he did. There you go. Mountain Dew overtaking Fan Attack. Well, we're 26 laps in it. No caution yet, Chris. Good sign.
Yeah, that's a real good sign, Rudy.
Timothy Woodson up to 15th after starting 24th. Oh, we got somebody coming in. Buddy Waters coming in. Wow, first one to break off and come to pit road.
Yeah, either this was a planned pit stop or he wasn't like the way his truck was handling and decided to bring it in.
We're waiting to see when the leaders are going to come in.
Yeah, I mean, we're 28 laps into this thing. If they're going to come in and try to, like you said, they may come in around lap 34 or so. But then again, a couple of them may decide to just try and do it in one and come in around lap 50. Back here in the back, Gary Whitmer is pulling away from Joel Guy. And with Buddy Waters coming in for that pit, he's now a lap down.
Tell you what, Gary's looking pretty good here. You know, it seems like in the last couple of weeks, all we've been seeing is Gary leading the most laps every night.
Yeah, you're right about that.
He may not get the win, but he'll come out here leading the most laps. So bonus points are always the, good thing to gather up. And boy, he has got a bunch of them this season.
Oh, he sure does. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up leading the most at the end of the season.
Well, I'll tell you, let me take a look here and see. Yeah, right now, Gary does have the most bonus points collected this season. He's got 46. Michael Pegg's got 45. That was before tonight.
Right, and this race is far from over, so that could if Michael can come around, maybe grab the win, it'll tighten those points up a little bit.
Oh, he's
So we'll
coming to pit road. Michael Pegg coming in. So is Paul Witt. Aha. And you know, I'll tell you, the guys that pit first, Chris, are usually the guys that come out on top.
Yeah, that's normally the way it happens.
There's Travis Turnmeyer in second now, but he is 6.2 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry. He's coming to pit road too. But that put Ben Gear in second now. 5.8 seconds behind Gary Slapinski. Waiting to see if Gary's going to come in. He just went by Michael Pegg and put Michael a lap down. He's not coming in yet.
Nope, he's not coming in for this one. Maybe next time around. I mean, he's got such a big lead right now. He might be just cruising now, maybe try to make it just a one pit stop race.
Yeah, but I just don't know if he can do that or not. I don't know. That's 50 laps. 50 laps never worked out good for me on a mile and a half. You can get close to it, but you know, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So
That's right.
I mean, that could be his goal, and you know, maybe he's committed to that right now. I don't know. He's not the only one though. There's still 15 other guys out there that have not, or 14 that have not made a pit. 13. Dirty Don
right.
Davis and Todd Willis just come in.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's got almost a 6-second lead over Ben Gear and Shane
Yep.
Gross and Damon Cox.
Michael Pegg just went around Ben Gear trying to get his lap back here. He's got to come around. He's got to come up and catch up to Gary now, which that's about 5 seconds back. So,
Well, with Michael being on those fresh tires and Ben not pitting yet, it won't take
Right.
him long to catch up to him. Ben Gear coming in for his first pit stop.
Yep, Damon Cox, they're coming in. Well, that's going to move Larry Boyle now into fourth. It's just so good to see Larry back out on the track, man. For the longest time there, he was having health problems and got that ironed out now, and he's able to come back. So it's so good to see him.
Yeah, it's good to see him on the track.
Here comes Michael Pegg to unlap himself. There he is.
And that
Now
didn't take long at all, did it, Rudy?
Nope. Nope. Now we'll probably see Gary come in here shortly. I don't know, man. Do you think he's going to try to go halfway?
At this point, it sure looks like it, Rudy. He's on lap 41 now, and he's showing no signs of wanting to come in.
I think maybe I might have even went to, like, say, like around lap 40 and then stop for my second pit stop on like about lap 80, and then you have 20 laps to the end.
Yeah, 20 laps on fresh tires. Boy, you can just go and go as hard as you want.
That's exactly right. Just waiting for him to get done here. Okay, so Travis Turnmeyer coming up on him now to get his lap back. He'll be back on the lead lap. And he's running about 3.8 seconds from Michael Pegg. So when this all shakes out, that's how far they're going to be separated. Buddy Waters coming up next. About 2 seconds behind Travis Turnmeyer. Well, 2.7 seconds, excuse me. So, but he's not far behind Gary Slapinski now. And he had in a battle right here with Paul Witt.
Oh, he sure is.
I don't think I'd battle with Paul Witt. I'd let him go. Paul's good. A good driver.
Yes, he is.
I've known him for a long time. Good driver.
And if I was in that position, I'd let him go by too.
Yep. Well, still waiting to see when Slapinski's going to come in. If he's not going to come in, he's going to probably have to come in the next 5 laps. If he can make it to the halfway mark. Still got Paul Witt trying to get his lap back. He will. Gary's not going to fight him. So Paul gets back on. There's 10 guys. 10 guys on the lead lap. And Michael Pegg just keep passing these guys up. Went by Sandy Curtis. Now he's going by John Schoeneman. He's up to 5th.
Yeah, the fresh tires are just a world of wonders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joel Guy coming in for his first pit stall.
Yep. And we still got 6 guys out there that need to come to pit road. But, again, we don't know if they're going to try to make it there to the halfway mark. Gary Slapinski, Sean Roy, George Rincon, Larry Boyle, John Schoeneman, and Sandy Curtis. They will be, hopefully they'll be coming in here in the next couple laps. I can't believe that these guys are going to actually try to stay out and go to the halfway mark. Wow. Although, you know, I can remember, but, here's the thing. I can remember doing this at Atlanta, but Atlanta is a little bit longer.
Yeah, it is.
1.54 miles around. But I can remember I could do 50, but I'll tell you what, about them last 10, I was really saving. I just barely made it to pit road. That was back when I did my share of winning. Way back. Sean Roy, our pole sitter, is now almost 9 seconds behind Gary Slapinski. Gary's finally coming in. Holy smoke.
Yeah, he made it not quite to the halfway point. He came in on lap 49, so.
Yep. Well.
So looks like that George Rincon should take over the lead for this.
Yeah. Sean Roy actually came in with Gary. So that's good.
Well, yeah, he did.
Together. Yep. So that's good. Well, yeah, now Rincon's the only one out there that has not been to pit road. So I'm sure he's coming in this time. Yep, he's slowing up. Here he comes. He wanted
Yep,
to
there
stay
it-
out to lead a lap, but he's not. I think he might make it to the line. No, he's not going to make it to the line because here comes Michael Pegg out of turn 3 or 4. Michael Pegg will beat him to the line, and Michael just led his first lap of the race. And you know the one that it hurt after all this was
Who's that?
Gary Slapinski.
Yep, it sure did.
It hurt him, but the thing of it is now he's going to have newer tires, okay? And he is 18. He's going to have 18 lap newer tires. But he's got to run down these guys up here. And by the time he gets to them, his tires are going to probably equalize.
Yeah, you're
Now
right
the-
about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rudy.
These guys are going to have to pit one more time.
Oh, absolutely, they will.
Yeah. Yeah, the front like 8 or 9 they're going to have to pit one more time. So I don't know, boy, this is going to be, I like following the different strategies, Chris. You finally get to see it from our perspective here. You see what's going on out there when you're in the car driving, you don't get to see all this stuff. You can only see what you're doing,
Yeah, that is so true, Rudy. Because when I'm in the car, I'm focused on my strategy and what I'm wanting to do here, and I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm just worried about myself.
So, but you get to see this, what we get to see every week, and see all the different strategies that are playing out. We got guys that are going to try to do it on 1 stop. We got guys that are going to do it on 2 stops. We know what lap they pitted. As a driver, when you're out there on the track, you don't know when they pitted. You can guess, but that doesn't really mean anything. You don't know where the leader's at right now. You don't even probably know who the leader is, unless you got your relative pulled up. But even so, even if you got the relative pulled up and you're on the relative, it's going to be you. If you're like 10th or something, you would be off of that. The leader's going to be off of that relative. You're not even going to see it. So it's a whole different ball game when you're up here watching,
Oh, it sure is. And you're right, Rudy. I mean, you're so focused on everything else, you lose track of who's at first or who's behind you, or
Right.
it's just something that you got to deal with race after
Yeah.
race.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of things you miss when you're, in that driver's seat. Dirty Don Davis now up to 6th place after starting 17th. That is amazing. There's a guy right there, I think, with a little help from the regulators and some of the guys there. A little bit of help. I think Dirty Don Davis could be as good as some of these other guys like Gary Slapinski and stuff. And Gary just drove right around him and goes into 5th. So he is chopping these guys down with them new tires. Owned by Ben
He
Gear.
sure is.
Yep. Owned by Ben Gear. Now he is running about 13 seconds behind Michael Pegg. And we'll keep an eye on this and see if he is closing the gap. I think he is. Yeah, he's already down to 12 and a half seconds. In a half a lap.
Yeah,
It's a
it's like we were saying, fresh tires make all the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gaining about a second a lap right there.
He sure is.
Wow. Yeah, look at that. He just ran a 31 flat, and Michael Pegg ran a 32.3. So that's over a second. Over a second faster than Michael Pegg right now. But again, like I
Yeah.
said, by the time he closes that 11-second gap that he's there right now, his tires are going to start to equalize with Michael Pegg. They're going to start to.
Oh, exactly.
Because once they get to a certain point in the wear, it's like it's not going to get any worse than that, And now you just have to hang on for dear life.
Right, and
Yeah.
the only way, and the only way you're going to make it worse is if, for whatever reason, you decide to start driving it harder, getting a little bit more
Right.
aggressive. Aggressive. That's the only thing that's going to make it worse for you.
Yep. Well, Michael Pegg is watching his relative. He knows where Gary's at, and he knows when he pitted. So, and there are teammates too. They're actually in the same TeamSpeak channel together.
Flag.
Oh, we got a caution. Ben Gear. What happened to Ben Gear? Or Paul Witt? What happened to Paul Witt? Oh, let's go see. I think it was Paul Witt.
Yeah, I don't know, Rudy. He's sitting on pit road right now.
Oh, he was coming in. Let's see. Where's Ben Gear at? Must have been something with... Oh, Ben Gear! Oh, he smoked the tires coming off a pit road and hit the inside wall. Oh, you got to be kidding that. After having such a great run tonight. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Yep, Ben Gear.
Yeah, Rudy, Ben just announced that he's got 4 minutes of towing.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, he just announced that he was the one who brought the caution out.
Yep. Oh, here comes Michael Pegg. It looks like all the leaders are coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Well, I think we need to let's talk to Travis Turnmeyer and see what, as he gets in his pit stall here. Travis Turnmeyer, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Travis, you started the race out really good, and now that this caution's out, what can you do?
Just go as hard as we can, I guess. Thought we had a pretty good little cushion there, but how it works out sometime. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we put this Toyota Amsoil in the winner circle tonight and get something out of it.
That's what I was going to ask you, if you think you got the winning truck.
I don't know. It's Peg's awful fast, Gary's awful fast, but never know. We'll see what we can make happen.
I know it. I know. You don't never know. It's that crazy. But
I might find Wilson over his next 35 laps. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, everybody can make it from here now, because it looked like it was going to be a Gary was trying to do it on one pit stop. You guys were doing it on two. And boy, it was going to turn out to be just a matter of who was going to be able to hold off who at the end, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was worth it to.
Yeah.
I could have made it on one stop, but it was so close, and the fall off here is, you got a couple seconds fall offs. I didn't see that it was really worth it.
Yeah. Well, I think you all did the right thing right there, but now everybody's got tires, everybody's got fuel. Those two elements are out of the equation. It's all on you, brother, to bring home the victory here tonight.
Yeah, that we need a win for this 54 truck really bad right now. We've not had one in a while. We need to really get one out.
No pressure now. No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. It's always good to talk to you, Rudy.
Yep. All right, buddy. Talk to you later then. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure whatsoever. Well, as it stands,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Rudy, as it stands right now, we still have 13 drivers on the lead lap.
Yep. Yeah, Sandy Curtis, last one on the lead lap. Joel Guy, first one a lap down, but he is racing with four other guys, I guess it is. Excuse me. Oh, four. Joel Guy racing with Gary Whitmer, Timothy Woodson, and Paul Witt, all one lap down, Larry Boyle. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. These guys, they're going to be fighting for that lucky dog.
Oh, they sure will.
Because, as we always say, Chris, cautions breed cautions. You know, now that was the first caution of the night on what lap 61 or something. So we don't want to see another one, but it's liable to happen.
Yeah, but I'd rather stay on the side of caution and say that's going to be our last one. This has been a great race from these guys so far. And right now, for the guys that came in and got fuel and fresh tires, they got enough to make it now to the end of the race.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's good now, fuel and tires. So you do kind of want to manage your tires a little bit, though, because if you look at it, it's going to be about 36 to go when they get the green. So you don't want to go out there in the first 20 laps and burn them up, and then if somebody challenges you, you don't have anything for them. You just got to let them go.
Exactly.
So you do kind of want to take it easy on them tires. Well, we're about to find out here as they get ready to go back green. We're going to be restarting on lap 65, folks. 36 to go. Pace car heads to pit road. Michael Pegg ready to hit the loud pedal.
Green, green, green.
And there's the green. We're back underway with Travis Turnmeyer starting on the outside. All right. Slapinski quickly gets in there. Not wasting any time. He wants to get right up to the front. And Michael Pegg says, no, you're not going by me. So you're going to have to work for that, Gary.
Yeah, and
Shane?
Travis is right in there, too. He wants a piece of that as well.
You bet. Shane Gross. Man, look at this here. From 18th to 4th. Very good. Dirty Don Davis from 17th to 5th. And Damon Cox from 12th to 6th. Man, we got some guys from the back coming to the front here, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, Travis Turnmeyer out of shape into the wall. Bring him out of caution. Oh, my gosh. He just lost it coming out of 4. Well, let's go back and take a look here, folks. My goodness. Yeah, he just lost it coming out of 4. I mean, he tried his hardest to save it, but
yeah, he did.
Right there. Man, he was just in there, just a sawing on the wheel. Shane Gross got into the back of him, and that punted him into the wall. Then down across the track, he catches Damon Cox and Todd Willis. And Travis takes it behind the wall. Oh, man.
Yeah, the Ben Gear picked up some damage. Yeah, Ben Gear picked up some damage from that, too.
Dang. Wow. Well, as we said, cautions breed cautions.
Oh, and Travis just went behind the wall.
Yeah. And he left TeamSpeak too. He's gone.
Well, I feel bad for him. He had a good race going tonight.
He sure did. Yes, sir, he did.
Todd Willis is still trying to get to pit road there, but it doesn't look like he's going to make it.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Fiber Optic Construction there. Billy Jones's company, 55 years of experience in the fiber optic, that type of business. I know fiber optics ain't been around 55 years, but that type of business and bearing, cable, and whatnot. So he does have 55 years experience in that. So thank you for being the sponsor, Billy. And thank you for being a great friend. And he just had a birthday last week too. Yeah. I'm not going to say how old he is. I won't do that. He's young. Hey, Josh.
Looks like Paul Witt's coming around to get his lap back. He should be on the lead lap then.
Yes, sir. Yep, he's going to be back in 9th place. Yep. I believe 8th or 8th place. Somewhere along in there. Gary Ragland's up here in 7th. That's great. Very good. Following Damon Cox. Gary's had a great night here tonight.
Oh, he sure has. He's just been steadily just moving to the front and just biding his time. And there's another guy, Gary Ragland. You can't take him out of the equation either.
Wow, who the heck was all that to come in? Damon Cox following. The heck? How come he came to pit road? Following Ben Gear and a few others there. Timothy Woodson. Oh, they want new tires. Hey, as long as you got a set, why not take them, right?
Yep. Take them if you got them.
Yep. That's what they used to say. Smoke them if you got them, right?
That's right.
For those that smoked. It was break time. They'd say, smoke them if you got them, boys. Well, they don't. You know, my dad was always a firm believer in when we built stuff, you know, and you had nails left over, you know, the nails are not holding anything in the box. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead.
The nails are not holding anything in the box. So if you come out of here tonight with an extra set of tires in pit, they didn't do anything for you. Why aren't they on the car?
Right.
They, you know, obviously you didn't need them. So they're not doing anything just sitting on pit road. So why not put them on the car and help you? I know they pit, you know, they want to make sure that they can make it the rest of the way. And, you know, track position is pretty valuable. So.
Yeah, it is. And especially, you know, you know, if you're up here at the front and you're on old tires, you know, that's a place you don't want to be, especially you've got
Right.
the guys right behind you that don't have the fresh tires, because you'll get ate up quick.
Right. Well, Sean Roy's back up to 4th after starting on the pole tonight. That's the good news.
Yeah, and Dirty Don is sitting there at 3rd.
Yeah. George Rincon 5th, Gary Ragland 6th, John Schuneman 7th, Buddy Waters 8th, Sandy Curtis 9th, and Damon Cox rounds out the top 10. 12 cars on the lead lap. And we are ready to go back green. Going to be restarting on lap 72 out of 100, folks. So get ready. It's going to get exciting. It's Chris Hogue, Josh. He's filling in for he's in the league, but he's filling in for Dwayne tonight and tomorrow night because Dwayne's on his second honeymoon. Oh yeah, that was what he used to always tell me. The nails don't hold anything in the box, you know. They're not holding your building together or whatever you're building. Not holding anything together in the box. I know you can only put so many nails in the whatever you're building, but
yeah, they're just sitting in there collecting dust for whenever you need them.
That's it. Well, Michael Pegg, right down there on the bottom. Don't get too close to that bottom. It seems like that bottom, you were talking about that at the beginning of the night, about that it being kind of a little bit on the loose side right on the bottom.
Oh, it is.
Slapinski's He's a little higher than Michael Pegg right there. Well, Michael, man, oh man, I don't know how he held it right there on the bottom too. Dirty Don Davis into third. Man, I'd like to see him get another third place finish.
Oh, that would be awesome to see Dirty Don getting in there.
Yep. Yeah, his name's on the ticker, Josh, because he joined as a driver, but he's helping me in the booth. Yeah, Chris Hogue. Good guy. He, pretty good in the booth, too, I got to say, man. He's pretty good. That's why we were, you know, when Dwayne said he was going, I said, well, I'll see if I can get Chris Hogue to help, because Chris has been in the booth with us before and done a great job. So, and Chris said, heck yeah, be happy to. Don't you have a race tonight, Josh? Yeah, he's probably hit the cone. Yeah, Mr. Cone Man. Yep, Gary Slapinski. Yeah, he's probably hit the cone man or hit the cone somewhere. That's how he got his nickname. He's always got to be hitting the cone. Well, Dirty Don's got company here. Look at the trucks following him. Wow.
Well, yeah, it's starting to look like a convoy back here.
Yeah, I know it. I was just thinking, but I couldn't think of the word. Thank you. Yeah, the truckers convoy back here. Here we go. Pass. Buddy Waters looking to the inside of George Rincon. May get that position. I do believe he did. Yes. Buddy Waters. Very nice.
Michael Pegg and Gary Slapinski are starting to widen the gap.
Oh, yeah.
Over Don Davis and Sean Roy and Buddy Waters.
Yeah. Yeah, no big surprise there.
No.
Them two are checking out, and what they'll do is they'll get out there, and they will battle it out on that last lap. You know, that's probably the plan. Right now, let's see, Gary's led 49 laps, the most of anybody. All right. And Michael's led 26. But we've had a couple other guys lead, I think. Let's see. Let me find out who they were here. I'm trying to think here. Paul. No, it wasn't Paul.
Didn't Travis lead a lap?
Yes, Travis led a lap. So technically, I do believe Gary Slapinski has led the most lap. But if Michael Pegg can lead all the rest of them, he will tie Gary Slapinski for the most laps led. If my math is right. Yeah, 21 and 28. Yeah, they will tie 49 laps each. No, that ain't right. That can't be right. There's still a lap missing. If he can lead the rest of the laps, he'll lead 50 laps.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yep, he'll lead 50 laps. So he will beat Gary Slapinski by 1 lap. Boy, isn't that something that they come down to that close? Paul Witt, second in points, is mired back in the field, tail end of the lead lap back here in 11th place. And with the traffic ahead of him, man, he is really going to have to work hard at trying to figure out a way to get around all this traffic. I don't know if he's going to be able. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Man, that's going to be hard. And all this going to do is it's going to tighten up that top 3 in points really tight.
Oh, it sure is.
Gary Whitmer. Oh, let's see. Okay, off tomorrow. Well, okay, I'm off, man. Okay. Josh said he might need to hire you, Chris. Yeah. You hired you as a co-commentator.
Tell him I'm available. All he has to do is ask.
Well, there you go. He's available there. Josh, and I'll tell you what, he's pretty good. Pretty good. He knows his stuff, man. He knows his stuff. That's what you got to have. And well, I'm telling Josh. Why would I be telling Josh? He knows this. Gotta have somebody that's there who knows their stuff. Larry Boyle battling with Gary Whitmer Sr. right now for that lucky dog position. We are at 18 to go.
And Gary Slapinski's looked back. He's trying to get the lead away from Michael Pegg.
Yeah, they're battling at it. And Gary just clinched. He just clinched the most lap led right there by leading one more lap.
He sure did.
Yes, he did, man. So the best that Michael Pegg can lead now is 49 laps, and he will lose that most lap led clinch right there. So, man, what a bummer that is for Pegg. But Gary, he's loving it right now. I don't know if he really realizes that. I'm sure he probably knows.
I'm sure he does too, and I bet you he just kind of grinning ear to ear.
Yeah. Buddy Waters into third. He got around Dirty Don Davis. Oh, he caught the apron right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, he did. Ooh.
That's not good, man. You don't want to stay away from that line, buddy. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you get too far down there.
Yeah, I wonder, Josh, you guys haven't been having too many broadcasts lately. You and Bobby. Gosh, I've been, of course, you know my situation there, Josh. So just finishing up my seasons here. Sandy Curtis now up to 5th. Sandy, man, wound up almost winning that race the other night. Did you remember that, Chris?
Yeah, I sure do.
Wow, Wednesday night with Michael Pegg there at the line. Holy smoke.
What was
so
that, like
close.
What was that, like 9/1000th of a second that Pegg won it?
Something like that, yeah. It was really, really, really close. Yep. Yeah, and when they come off of turn 4, if I would have been a betting man, I would have said Sandy Curtis had it. Okay, but as they got closer to the checkered flag, to the line, Michael inched by him and beat him by a little bit less than a half a fender. So man, that was just that close. Sandy's really been showing a lot of power lately. I think next season he's going to be a voice to be reckoned with. Like, just letting you know that now, Chris. Yeah.
Well, Sandy had just been improving all season long, and you're right, he is going to be a force to reckon with next season.
You can bet. Schoeneman way up the hill, going to lose that position to Damon Cox. And here comes Gary Ragland to battle with him now. So I'm not sure what's going on with Schoeneman's truck, but he's liking that high line, and that truck's not liking the high line up there. He doesn't. John likes it, but the truck doesn't. And right behind him, Paul Witt sitting there. He wants to get by, but he's got to wait till these guys, he's got to get a couple more lap traffic here to pass before he can get to Schoeneman and Damon Cox. He's got to get by Gary Ragland first.
Yeah, and that's no easy task with Gary Ragland.
Nope. Or Schoeneman either. Schoeneman's pretty good tonight too. They both have been really on the ball here tonight. Schoeneman started 6th, and he's still running in 9th, running good.
Yeah, I've been behind John in races there, and he is a tough customer to pass.
Yep. Damon Cox looking to the inside here of Sean Roy. And I have not seen the West Wing in there. League, they're ending the season, man. Got to wait for them to either come back or decide to go elsewhere. Okay, gotcha. I haven't seen the West Wing in there. Neither have I seen Becky Whitmer in there. So I don't know where all our fans are at, but they're not here tonight.
Well, Becky could be working. She's
probably.
Yeah, you know, being a manager, she may not,
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't have gotten out early.
Yep. Well, Slapinski pulling away from Michael Pegg. Not looking back, man. Coming to 8 to go this time. Unless a caution comes out, he's just going to keep pulling away. And, you know, we've completely run out of shellac this side of the Mississippi. So we've had to resort to redwood stain. But
Yeah.
it's just not the same, you know?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Yep. Maybe we can use some Minwax or something to kind of tide us over until they build the inventory of shellac back up. Because Gary just, every time he comes out here, he's just putting on a shellacking, you know?
Yeah, you know, Gary and Michael, those are two drivers that I try to watch during practice. I'll get in their car with them to see how they're driving, how they're getting around, and that's how I've learned from those guys.
Oh yeah, well they're two good ones to learn from. Let me tell you.
Oh, they sure are.
Buddy Waters closing the gap up on Michael Pegg. There could be a threat for second building right now. That could become a battle here before we get 6 to go. I don't know. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I don't know. He's got, I mean, Buddy's close, but I don't know. I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch Michael. Michael is just turning real consistent laps right now, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, Buddy stopped on that last pit stop there when everybody else stayed out. He was one of the guys that did come down pit road, him and Sandy Curtis. So he's got about 7 lap newer tires than Michael Pegg and Gary Slapinski. Now, whether that's enough, he's probably at the point right now with 27 laps on him that they've actually kind of equalized with Michael Pegg and Gary. So, you know, getting to him is one thing, but passing one of them, that could be a whole nother story. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, Buddy has dropped back. You know, he's down to about 1.9 seconds now behind Michael Pegg. He was 1.6, so he is losing some ground to Michael.
Okay, yeah. He is now, yep. Okay. Wow, I'm getting some big lag chunks here. I don't know what's going on, but iRacing's been doing that to me lately. I don't know if it's been doing it for anybody else, but I've been getting some big lag spikes. And Dwayne told me the other night that iRacing has been having some problems with that. More than a lot. More than just a few people. There's been quite a few people complaining about it.
Oh yeah,
some big lag spikes.
Yeah,
it could be the internet.
That could be. I see Ben Gear has taken his car to the hauler.
Yep.
And Joel Guy looks like he's having connection issues again.
Yeah, he's out for the night. All right, like 2 to go for Gary Slapinski to bring home the win here tonight. And let's see, he's going to lead 67 laps if he can get it to victory lane. I wouldn't say this was a total shellacking tonight, but it was a pretty good one though, because leading 67 laps out of 100, that's pretty respectable. All right, going to be white flag in the air this time by. This is it, 1 to go. Nobody right there challenging him. Michael Pegg's 1.3 seconds back. Buddy Waters is trying to close the gap up on Michael Pegg. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. And Dirty Don Davis wants to be on the podium so bad he can taste it. Don't think there's enough time, because here it goes. Coming off of turn 4 for the final time, Gary Slapinski going to win the race here tonight. Congratulations to Gary. What a race. Michael Pegg second. Buddy Waters finishing third. All right, we will get these guys up here in just a minute, folks, so hang on. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Gary Slapinski. Holy smokes, Cone Man putting it in victory lane again, leading 67 laps. Gary, how do you do it?
I don't know. I got good teammates and everything else out here, and I didn't know how that was going to work out. To be honest with you, if that would have kept green between Michael's print strategy and my own, it would have been interesting. But I don't know if I would have liked to see it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. Being you guys are teammates, and I know you guys usually do the same thing, but tonight you did not. You guys pitted totally different than each other. But when that caution come out there on lap 61, I believe it was, it didn't matter because all that strategy was thrown out the window.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I mean, you were going for the one pit stop strategy, and Michael had committed to the two. So, you know, you might have won. It would have been probably a really close race, but once that caution come out, it was over. It was all over right there.
It was. It sure was. It's all that Fritz strategy went out the door, and
yep.
I don't know. It was all right. It worked out. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not sure where you guys. I know you guys got a Talladega race or something coming up here toward the end of the season. I'm not sure where you guys go to next week. I may have to look that up, but I'll do that real quick here. But anyhow, what was the big thing about? Well, we can't give you any shellac. We're out of shellac, so we had to resort to redwood stain, and it's not the same. But what was the winning call here then tonight for you?
Oh man, a winning call. I don't know. I went to the outside on Michael. I didn't think that was going to work. I just had a run and I just kept it there. And it just stuck. I mean, maybe he wasn't as good on the bottom. I don't know. I just went on the outside. I just wanted to see how it was going to work out.
Oh, another mile and a half.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I got lucky.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, man. Because we both know Michael's hard to get by. But so are you.
Quick. He was so fast.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm never going to catch him. And I don't know, I made a couple mistakes, and I caught him and get me close enough so I can get his draft a little better.
Yeah.
And it just kind of worked out right up the corner.
Well, how are you at Atlanta? Because that's where you guys go next week.
Oh, man, that's slick, that place. I don't know. That's a toss-up. Michael's really good there, too. So.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
It ain't gonna matter. Michael can finish second, and it's still. I think it's just too much points. I think I'm in trouble.
Well, you guys are. I think this really tightened up the points here tonight because you walked away with a couple bonus points there that he didn't get. He led a lap, or well, more than one, but you led the most laps here tonight, so you got some bonus points for that. Did you have zero contact with anybody?
Yeah, zero.
Yeah,
so did he do, I think.
You got bonus points for that, yeah. But so I think between you and Paul and him, you guys are working on closing the points up. It's going to be tight the next few races here, I think.
Yeah, it sure will. And
Michael can't. He can't.
Up.
Yeah, Michael can't afford to take a break, man.
No,
you guys are right on
there.
top of him.
Week after week, he's right there next to me.
Yes,
so,
sir. Yes, sir.
He's making it tough.
Yes.
He's really making it tough.
Well, who you got to thank for your win then tonight?
Oh, I'd like to thank you guys for putting this on here. Lucky Dog, my teammates, MaxspeedTV. I'd like to thank FOC, Fiber Optics Cable here for helping us with the sponsoring. I'd like to thank my family, my wife for letting me come out here and do this every night. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. All right, buddy. We'll let you go and go celebrate that win. We'll see you. Well, we'll see you tomorrow night, but see you next week for the race at Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chris, you want to take second place there?
Absolutely. Michael, great second place finish tonight. And boy, you and Gary were just battling back and forth tonight. Was that your strategy to just kind of hang with him, or you're just trying to...
Yeah, I just needed to be around him. As long as I got close to him, he needed the win. I wasn't going to risk it, so he was a little faster on that. I made a few mistakes and he got me, but it wasn't worth. Second place is good. That's where I needed to be. He
Right.
got a few points on me. He's 35 behind me now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That did that didn't help much, but anyway, Rudy, I'm having
Those guys yakking in your ear probably.
yeah.
Well, anyhow, Michael, you bring home second place tonight. This is really you can feel the pressure, and like I was just saying to Gary, you cannot afford to even take a breath. These guys are going to be all over you. I think you got 4 races left after tonight, or 3. I can't remember, but it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to be able to, if they can close that gap on you.
Yeah, it's 3 races left, I believe.
Yeah. But you can't afford to you can't relax, man. You got to stay right on top of it.
Yeah, I thought I had a lot better cushion than, he's 35 behind me now, so it's getting closer.
Yep. Yeah, each week, and just gain a couple of points here and there, and I don't know where, how close is Paul now?
Let's see here.
I didn't look.
Paul is, I'm 411. Paul's 377 and Gary's 376.
Okay, yep. Oh, wow. So look how much he closed up on Paul. Only 1 point behind Paul. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's going to be interesting the next couple of weeks. Well, we were talking to him about Atlanta next week. He said you're pretty good there.
Yeah, if I can just stay close and get a good clean finish, that's clear.
Yeah.
Try to get what we can get.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You got to do good here. Well, with Talladega looming in the distance there, you got to have good finishes now, because when you get to Talladega, you know how that can be. Super speedway racing, it can be ugly.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get a top 5 and stay out of trouble. We should be good.
Yeah. You could wind up losing the point lead right there. That would be horrible. So, well, who you got to thank for your second place then? Before you get out of here, Michael?
All the Lucky Dog people that come out tonight, race with us. Can't thank them enough. I want to thank all the regulators. I want to thank MaxspeedTV. I want to thank FOC for sponsoring us. And I want to thank Tracy, Molly, and Cash.
All right, buddy. Well, congrats on second, man. Way to hold on to the point lead. Great job. All right. Well, we can't talk to third place Buddy Waters because he is not in here. But we did catch up to fourth place, Dirty Don Davis. Man, we got to quit meeting like this, Don.
Oh, no, sir. I like meeting like this. This is fun.
People are going to talk. No, this is, I'll tell you what, I can't say this enough, Don, how much you have been improving. Lately, we have just been seeing you up there in the battles. It's got to feel good to you.
Oh, yeah, there ain't nothing like getting up front and running like this in the top 5. Top 10's always great. Because just to run with these guys, if you can get a top 10 or a top 5, you're doing great, because every one of these drivers, they're awesome.
Yeah, it's like a win to you, ain't it? Pretty much.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
I'm getting some ideas here. Maybe I can compete with these 3 front runners, because Paul's running awesome too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you started 17th tonight, and boy, it didn't take long for us to start seeing you up close to the top 10. And what you got inside that top 10 with pit stops and everything that happened there with the caution and everything, it really worked out all in your favor. You got up to I think 6th or something, and then you picked off a couple more and did a great job at it too. A lot of clean racing, Don. That's what's going to get you championship. You come into tonight 8th in the points, 162 back. No, you're not going to win the championship. You're pretty much out of the point battle there, but you could still wind up with the top 5.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm shooting for sure. I
Heck
missed a
yeah.
couple races at the beginning of the season, so yeah, I can't catch up to those guys for sure. But that's my goal: is try to get into
Yeah.
the top 5. That would be a big win for me.
Heck yeah, man. Well, all right. Well, we're going to let you go, but who you got to thank for your 4th place finish then tonight?
All right. Yes. First, I want to say Buddy Waters ran a great race. He got up there and was competing.
Yeah.
So congrats to him for getting that 3rd place. First, I want to thank God. Thank the Lucky Dogs. Thank Max TV. You guys do an awesome job as always. Good to see Chris in here. What I wanted to do is get in there and keep racing with these regulators. Man, they keep teaching me more and more stuff and building my confidence, and it feels real good.
All right, buddy. Well, go celebrate that. I can't wait to see what you do next week at Atlanta.
10-4. I'll keep trying. That's all I can do. Thank you,
right.
sir.
All right. All right. We will run down through the final results here real quick, guys. So hang on a minute. Chris, thank you for the help. I know you get a little tongue-tied. I get that. It's hard to find things to question about, and I totally get that. So don't worry about it, okay?
I'm not, buddy.
Okay.
I'm not.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's run down through the final results here. All right. Gary Slapinski coming home with the win. Michael Pegg 2nd. Buddy Waters 3rd. Don Davis finishing 4th. Sandy Curtis 5th. George Rincon 6th. Damon Cox 7th. Sean Roy, our pole sitter, finishes in 8th. Gary Ragland 9th, and Paul Witt 10th. John Schuneman 11th. Larry Boyle 12th. Timothy Woodson 13th. Gary Whitmer Sr. 14th. Shane Gross in 15th. Joel Guy finishes 16th. Ben Gear 17th. Todd Willis 18th. Travis Turnmeyer all the way back in 19th after that. So he finishes dead last on the field. Gosh, could you imagine? After running as good as he did? Holy smokes. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot for tuning in tonight, folks. We do appreciate it. Congratulations to Gary Slapinski. Chris, thank you so much for helping. And we'll be back tomorrow night, Chris and I. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the Super Speedway Xfinity Series. We'll see you then. Until then, stay safe and have a good night.